We're in Northampton, Massachusetts at the Bridge Street Cemetery, and we're actually on the Bridge Street side of the cemetery. There's a wrought iron gate around most of the cemetery. In the back wall, there is an entrance way. You're not supposed to come in here, and if you have a car, go to the very back down Parsons Street. And here, there's 3 tombs, and 1 is for the cemetery, and 2 are for families. The one for the cemetery is the most recent of all the 3. And look at the design of it. They tried to make a Gothic-looking tombstone. They succeeded. It's rather large, and Northampton was a very large place compared to most places in Massachusetts up from the 1600s until 1849. A lot of tombstones are put in the 1800s, and this one's 1849 tomb. And you can see it's still locked up. And in there, they would store bodies during the winter time, and they would also store bodies in case someone was going to be buried far away or came from far away. And so this would have been very heavily used. I bet you could have stored about 25 bodies inside of here, because you don't see how far back it goes. It goes back about 20 feet, and they could have stacked up the coffins. Now, this beautifully made masonry tomb, it has become a great relic because these haven't been used much since the 1930s. There's no reason to have equipment now that you can get into the ground. Even in the coldest days, you can foul out the top foot and dig into the ground with machinery. Alright, so to its right hand side is a very nicely made family tomb. It says 1848. It's made out of granite rock and has bricks along the side of it. And it says on the top of it, Ansel Wright. Ansel Wright. So that is the Wright's family. Inside of that, I bet you have room. It's far enough back that I bet you have room for about 12 barrels inside of that. And you have to wonder if they somehow made compartments so they could stack one above the other. And that it would have been a beautiful sight a long time ago. The probably had a real door to it, but it's been cinder blocked and cement up since it was filled up, and you can't get in there anymore. Probably around somewhere they have vents, and almost every one of what's a tomb, which really is a mausoleum, will have a vent somewhere. Right, pause it. Alright, now there's another tombstone inside the Bridge Street Cemetery. It's right near these two. It's towards the back left, and we're trying to get it from the same spot so you can see it very well. Its name on there says Family Tomb, Seth Wright, and it says 1814 on it. So that one's the oldest of the 3. And it's very low down. It's made out of brickwork, and then the front of it is made out of a slab of marble that has been sealed up in there. It needs some fixing up, but otherwise it's great to see all 3 of these right towards the front of the Bridge Street Cemetery. What a sight to have. And it's right along this road as it sweeps around. It's also around a lot of the 1800s tombstones, and some of the back ones are 1700s. So it's an incredible sight to see this, and most people in Northampton wouldn't appreciate this site because they'll never come to the cemetery or come this far out. All right. So thank you for coming to the tomb section of Bridge Street Cemetery.